You know, they say something about doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. They call it something. Insanity. The Far Cry 3 guy called it that. The bad guy from Far Cry 3. He was a cool guy. He was a cool character. I liked him. A lot of people liked him. Now, obviously, that's the commonplace definition of insanity and not the real definition of actual mental insanity, but it certainly has some truth to it. And it's a solid rule of thumb or cautionary tale about not doing something that just requires you hitting your head against the wall. But the more I've been thinking about it, is that I'm starting to think that there's actually kind of two gray areas where this definition of insanity leads into something that's a little bit more positive, but it's hard to suss out, at least from the outside. I do think that there are some goals that require you to go about doing something very similarly over and over again, but you are going to have to change something minute about the way you do it. But you are going to have to do it a lot of times to get it right, to get the outcome that you're hoping for. A good example of this would be hypothetically playing the final level of Snowboard Kids 2. Maybe I changed my character a few times off screen. Maybe I changed my board a few times until I'm hopefully getting it right this time. I'm technically still doing the same thing over and over again. I'm playing this level and hoping to beat it without really completely mechanically changing how I'm doing the racing. I don't think I'm crazy for that though, even though on paper it's very similar to what I've been doing before. The other gray area for me is when you really just have to do something the same way a lot of times, identically, without changing anything really minute or minuscule, finally hoping for a different positive outcome. There are examples of this. There are times to achieve a goal where you are just going to have to do the same thing over and over again until a more positive outcome comes out. Maybe it's because of an element that's out of your control necessarily, or maybe there's something in the learning of the mechanic that you are getting better and better at increasingly that you won't get better at by not trying it. And this is where, to me, the line between what we're calling insanity and the line between what we would call perseverance starts to get very blurry to me. There's a very real possibility that what you're doing might just look like insanity to other people, but truly you know for yourself what you are doing is persevering, which is that you are just trying over and over again to achieve a goal that has some difficulty to it, that you can't really just change the minute details of that without just doing it over and over again. So unfortunately, there are certain situations where you are going to be persevering and trying your best to accomplish something over and over again until you just get it right. And to a lot of other people on the outside, it's just going to look crazy. You're gonna look crazy. And unfortunately, my video has bugged out here, so I've had to clip to the end. It glitched. I did not cheat. I have no reason to cheat in a very old video game. And I hope you celebrate in my victory with me. Oh, hold on. I didn't realize there was a cool cutscene. Is there a boss? Is there a boss in a snowboarding video game? Hold on. Yeah, I think there's something to be said about the people who are going to call you crazy when you just keep trying to do something over and over again. And you know that this is the best way to do it. You just have to keep doing something on repeat until it just works. Some things in life are like that. You have to just keep doing some things until they just finally click and you get the outcome that you're hoping for. And interestingly enough, and maybe this is a bit of my cynicism, but some of these people that are going to be detractors, they're going to call you nuts. These same people are going to be right there with you to celebrate with you when you finally do get it right. Hey, wait, did I just... Oh, I won. Well, that's fun. There are people who have not preyed on my downfall, I would say, but didn't necessarily believe in me or have faith that I was going to accomplish something. And when I did finally succeed, when I started getting things right and doing things well, they were there with me to celebrate and praise me. If people don't believe in me until I actually do make it, I actually do succeed, I actually do get the positive outcome that I was hoping for and expecting, I actually do have the ability to let them share in my victory without feeling like I'm a hypocrite or stupid for doing so. I think at the end of the day, your struggle is all about you to begin with. It's about what you want to accomplish, what your goals are, what your journey is, and you have the complete right to choose who it is that comes along with you on that goal, who you rely on for support, whose advice that you accept, and also who you share the wealth with when you finally do succeed. It's all up to you. Did I really get on a soapbox for beating Snowboard Kids 2? You know how many children have beaten this game and it took a 30-year-old man like a dozen times to beat it? That's okay. I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I beat it. The next game will be a different game, actually. But yeah, if you are stuck in the middle of something that is taking longer than you expected to accomplish and you're starting to think that you're crazy or not, just keep giving it a shot, you know? Other people might call you crazy, but I think you know who you are, right? You know if what you're doing is the right way of doing things. And if you have doubts, ask other people that know about what you're trying to accomplish. And you know, maybe hopefully for your sake, the outcome ends up being more positive in the near future. Well, that's it. See ya.